That's a little better.
He's my little boy. Oh, he's my little pup. Oh, we love him. We love him. He's such a happy doggy. He's such a happy dog.
This little guy, he deserves better than... He deserves better. A better life. He's the happiest little boy. I mean, dude... When he would go to the bar when he was just a little puppy, like, he would just be like... So happy to see everybody, and you'd see everybody in the whole bar light up and want to come and talk to him and stuff. It was just adorable. I felt so bad this morning. I woke up from a nightmare screaming, and then I bawled. I was crying for like almost an hour. I was weeping, you know, like the... And poor buddy, he was trying to comfort me. He didn't know why I was so sad. And then, you know, poor little guy, like, I'll be talking to people that aren't there, like things that I would say to the judges, or, you know, people that just don't get it and won't, it will not see. And poor little guy, he's like, you're not talking to me, right? I'm like, oh no, I love you, you're so good. You're so good, yes you are. So he's keeping me in check, even talking to myself when I go all dark. I don't... You're so good. Oh, you're so good. Oh, I love you. So anyway, my nightmare changed me forever. And I've blocked the memory since I was a teenager. Graphic warning. If you don't already hate me, you know, and you're N-word narcissist, you're gonna hate me after you listen to this shit. But so warning. No. Yeah, I was a cow. I was a bull. And I was being led up the conveyor belt and saw all the cows ahead of me, what was happening to them. And, you know, just pow, and yanked upside down, just flopping. And I was like, oh my God, now there's only 3 guys ahead of me. Oh my God, now there's only 2 guys ahead of me. You know what I mean? And I just woke up screaming when it was my turn. I am sorry, cows. I am so... I'll never do that again. I'll never, like, dude, like, I'll never eat sausage on pizza again. I love it, but I turn off my empathy. I have to be a total dick to do that shit. Like, to pay Pizza Hut, to pay these murdering psychos. Like, no empathy at all, dude. Like, those guys, how do those guys live with themselves? Like, working at a slaughterhouse? What the fuck, dude? Like, I worked temporary in my hometown in Utah, and I went to one time just because I was dropping my friend Jason off. I wasn't gonna work there, but I just saw the place, dude, and I was just like horrified. I couldn't even work my other job that day. I was so upset. It was just like, this is happening on our planet. You can tell they know what's happening. Cows are smart as fuck. We just treat them like they're blind, dumb, fucking, like they're unaware or something, dude. Consciousness is not. It's not about brain size. It's not about capabilities and talking and you know, skills to use tools and language and all that stuff, dude. Consciousness is like universal, and our brains are just tapping into it. You know what I mean? That's what I think anyway. It's unproven. Well, Rupert Sheldrake is doing a good job proving it. Anyway, I just, you know, and it that dream represented the truth. I am just being led up the conveyor belt. And, you know, I was doing great. I was successful. And then I was targeted by a supervillain dude. He just like racked his, you know, lassoed my horns, and they like branded me with all of his evil. Like they slandered me with everything he's evil and guilty of. And the whole community was just like gaslighting and just rah 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 rah. We're all jealous haters now, and they're just like decided to hate me. and just believe the stupid shit that they heard. Like I did in his 20 years of all the evil shit you could think of, pretty much. They projected that onto me as if I did that all within a year or two or something. Wow, it was just like right when I started trying to DJ, and just like, oh yeah, he's partying. That must mean everything is true, right, dude? Like, drugs do not make you a bad person. The drug war, supporting the drug war, makes you a bad person. How many families did Kamala break up? And she's proud of it. Like 50,000 families I broke up because nobody goes hurt. Victimless crimes. And I sent them to prison and reseized their assets. And Nazi America. Fucking who would vote for that? She incarcerated innocent people and is proud of it, dude. Fuck anyone who thinks drugs are bad. Fucking idiots. You're an idiot if you fucking think there's anything wrong with weed. You're fucking retarded, dude. God! Any fucking cop that ever arrested anyone for doing nothing wrong! So fuck you, Richard Nixon. You are a crook! And you started a civil war back in fucking whatever, 70 or some shit. So, I don't support civil war. I don't support corrupt judges that are just leading innocent people up to the slaughterhouse. Sorry, dude. And, you know, I woke up and wept for an hour, dude. Because I have so much empathy. Like, I can't turn it off. I feel, if I see someone suffering, I feel it. And I become like a super empath, I'm so tuned in. I'm so intuitive. I could practically read people's minds by reading their face. And, dude, I can't do it anymore. I can't feel the world's pain anymore. I can't even think about the cows, dude. I gotta do something about it. I can't feel it anymore, but I have to fucking do something about it. I'm sorry. Shit, dude, I'm sorry. No, I've been sorry. Now I'm mad. Now I'm done standing by and watching all this happen. Everybody just doesn't want to get involved. Maybe that's smart, but I don't think so. Because I don't know. I couldn't live with myself if I was like, if I was causing anyone to suffer. Dude, I couldn't do that knowingly. So, yeah, it's just there's no way to relay it so you can understand what I've been through. Like having an entire island like stir up garbage, bullshit, slander to the point where I was just like, like locally famous, but like not in a good way. Like it was dangerous for me to go. I mean, dude, then I sold my property to get away from the people who started it, but then I'm like stuck out here kind of homeless while I'm in between properties, exposed to everybody that just heard shit and might believe it. You know what I mean? Like, it is not safe for me here. Like, what the fuck? And the courts are like, yeah, we don't know what happened, so we're not going to take any time and look at it at all, or even think about it at all. We're just going to make you stay here forever while you hopefully just get killed off finally. And it's like, okay. Yeah, alright, yeah, totally. Okay. Judge Caputo. He was really cool. until there was this like Jabba the Hutt guy on the screen going like, "Oh no, we heard some rumors or something. We're supposed to destroy this guy." You know, so right, sent me to prison for whatever the shit they planted on me. Like when I came out of the house after escaping an assassination attempt by breaking into a house that was on my property. It is my house. But like Simon moved the pin, and Simon told the whole community that, but I was on the deed and that was my house. And if we did a survey myself, that house that Allie lives in, I should have collected rent on that place for 9 years. It was on my land. It was inside my corner in the section that we, as gentlemen's agreements, Hawaii, they wouldn't let us subdivide it. So I own Witt's and Simon's, not anymore, I sold. But I did for 9 years. I owned the Garden Temple. It's in the paperwork that I'm allowed to use the dance floor. That was why I bought that property and didn't look around and shop around for better deals on properties that didn't have dance floors. I was like, that's worth it. He's probably taxing me, but hey, dude, I always wanted to play music for people. I've been writing music since I was like 25 or something and got my first Mac. I was wrapped in and like led right into it like a dumb cow. Oh, you got some grass over here? Cool. Dude. And then, right, as soon as he saw my shit, that's like 3 weeks after I sold him and he saw my safe, all of a sudden we get robbed at gunpoint. And then all of a sudden, so we're reduced. My businesses had to close down in California. I have a little property in Hawaii where he can be a narcissist and isolate me from all my resources. I lost my woman. I lost my family. I lost my daughter. I lost all my nest egg. I lost my businesses. And now I'm stuck in Hawaii, so you can just sit here and finish me off and just drain every last little bit of life I have, like, and love in my heart. And, right, he's like a vampire. And, yeah. I was the only person to stand up to him in 20 years of him getting away with the most horrible shit you can imagine. Because everybody else saw what happens when he targets people. So they didn't want, So I went through the course. The cops told me how to document and how to, and I was using my YouTube just because I was alone. Everybody was afraid to be friends with me because they would get gaslighted too. And, well, I was alone and I had to just talk to YouTube for support, I guess. My Facebook was, and people are like, dude, get your drama off of here. Both of you guys are just, I'm like, both of you guys, like, I'm sitting here trying to, like, I wasn't trying to do anything. Use my land? I'm not supposed to use my land. I'm not supposed to use the dance floor that I bought my property to use. Because one old poopy pants is saying, no, he's not. Right? Community's just like, well, I don't know. Like, it was his, and he's still there. I don't know what you're talking about. Why would you want to use his dance floor? It's my fucking dance floor! People trying to prevent me from dancing? It's just crazy. From playing music. No. We want that dance floor empty. No dancing, no fun. We want it empty. Everybody frowny face poopy. Okay. You know what I mean? So, fuck the Karens. Sorry if you're born Karen. Your parents named you that. And you have to go through... I mean, I hope it doesn't cost too much to change your name. Because, yeah. You should be compensated for that. Whoever made up the Karen meme, started that name, just, it's better than saying narcissist. Because every time I say narcissist, people click, and unsubscribe. Because they're narcissists. They don't want to hear that shit. And we live in narcissist culture. Hello, cancel culture America, baby. That's what we do. Have you seen Mean Girls? Go watch the movie Mean Girls right now. That is why I stay isolated. That is why I can't really trust anyone. Because I'm in America, and this is what we teach our children to be like. To be like self-righteous, like no empathy. Don't think about the animals you're eating. Don't think about the people you're hurting. Don't think about the little kids getting electrocuted at the apple factory. I don't know, dude. Like, the people in Africa that are starving and dying of thirst and all this stuff, They don't have to be there. We could help them. We could like be like, oh, they're suffering. Let's just send them to Detroit. There's all these like warehouses and buildings that are just sitting there empty in Detroit. Listen, you know what I mean? Hello, dude. Montana's got lots of land. Here, Canada's just got unexplored like terrain. It's a little chilly, but dude, better than starving to death. And you know, I'm just saying, like those people don't have to be stuck there. We could help them easily, like gee, no problem at all. And once they're helped, then they could benefit society and help be a part of what we're doing, dude. I mean, I thought we were trying to establish freedom. I thought we were trying to like, you know, elevate, raise the bar, try to show respect for others and expect respect back. But it's just like still like pirates and slavery and tyranny. Like tyranny, dude. That my neighborhood. Like everybody was just afraid of being gaslit and right? Like blacklisted, right? I mean, he calls it his toy, the dance floor. I mean, he uses it for manipulation. He's like, if this person isn't pandering to me enough, you're not allowed for some stupid reason. I smell alcohol in your breath, or and then they have to like kiss his ass and pander to him, give him gifts, like get all these other people to send to him. And he's like, yes, I'm getting everyone to scramble. And then we really, you know, should have seen him when he was torturing me, dude. He's never had more fun in his life. I mean, what? And because he trolled all the guys that were helping him that I was the bad guy. He convinced all of them that, right, all of his evil was what I did and all this stuff. Like, you're just like, new here. They just got, you know what I mean? Oh, we're just new here. Well, who do we hate? It's so dumb, dude. So dumb. And I mean, dude, I wake up with nightmares all the time. The PTSD, I haven't been social. I haven't felt safe around people. So I haven't been late in 2 years. It's just like, they ruined my life with slander because they were jealous losers. They had nothing better to do. They couldn't just like live a better life themselves. They just saw me having tons of fun, playing music for free for people. I didn't even use my dance floor. I was like, fine, you don't want me, you're gonna pretend I can't use the dance floor? I'll just go fucking throw parties in the forest, down by the beach, dude. We had a blast. It was epic shit, dude. Like, we had some nights that just were unforgettable. Didn't need no stupid, janky, trailer trash dance floor. Fucking people kissing his ass to stand on a fucking, like an old-ass wooden platform is dangerous as fuck. Dude. What the hell is going on this planet, dude? We are... But, I mean, okay. I see evolution occurring. And this morning, President Trump, he inspired the shit out of me with his little speech about, it's like he's been waiting. He used the media to get in his position, and now he's just like, guess what, media? You're all a bunch of evil fucks, and freedom of speech is like our primary like protection from tyranny and all that crap. I'm an example of that. Because now, you know, bullies don't mess with me too much anymore. They're like, oh shit, I don't want to get famous for what I'm doing here, right? Everyone will know. And yeah, fucking ding dong, little teeny weeny terrorist. He skipped the country. Like, he won, but then he knows that, like, the truth is going to come out. Especially if they force me to go through this trial. I'm going to have to bring in all the witnesses. And all the other rapists. So, I don't know. If these judges, Judge Kabuto and Judge Hawk and this Jabba the Hutt guy on the screen, Hawken maybe or something. He's the one who's, I don't know where he's getting his information, but he's just like, I fired one doctor because she wouldn't help me. She was obviously she had the hater scowl. I was like, why is my doctor a hater? This bitch would kill me. This fucking bitch would kill me if she could. I can see it in her face, dude, straight up. I was like, I don't trust you. I'm out of here. And she's like, okay, so you're refusing treatment then? That's probably what he read. This guy on the screen probably read that I refuse treatment from a psycho murdering doctor. Fuck that shit. So, I can choose my own doctor, and I can call out when judges are ignoring evidence that shows, that proves there's benefit of a doubt beyond, like 3 different ways I could get my case thrown out. But they want to fucking. Now it's like, guess what? Now all these gaslighters ruin my life, and now I have no resources, and now I'm arrested for shit that I didn't do. And guess who's gaslighting me now, guys? The courts. Yeah. The people that are supposed to protect us from witch burnings are burning me as a witch. They're totally. And I'm not allowed to talk because I'm crazy. So, yeah, right? Did I tell you about the psychologist they sent me? Like, I talked to him for an hour, and he's like prodding about my sexuality and all this stuff because he's confused and trying to say that a jury would hang me because look at this, you've got a history of drug use. Like, when I was like 19, I did some mushrooms, and yeah, they busted my legal cannabis grow in Humboldt because my baby mama sabotaged me. Yeah, I got a real history there, bro. Of me trying to follow the law the whole fucking time. What are you talking about? But he's dumb, old man, set in his ways. And at the end of the interview, he's like, "You're not gonna get any, no sympathy from me. I've been murdering people since I was 19." I'm like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "Were you in the army or something?" He's like, "Yeah, dude. I was a gunner on a copter in Vietnam." And he's like, "This was the most exhilarating time of my life when we just go on takeoff and I knew I could die and all that. It's just like I get it mowed down a bunch of innocent people who just had guns in their hands or whatever. You know what I mean? I can't support mass murder. If my country's asking me to mass murder, I'm gonna say Canada, or you know what I mean. I don't need that shit. I mean, I don't know. I don't see any reason for war at all because every problem is solvable if you get the ability to communicate and like think outside of your own paradigm, hold multiple paradigms in mind at the same time. Like if you can have a conversation, like simple conversation skills, people, hello, what the fuck? So I mean, his little tariff talk has me worried because that's the same as narcissistic abuse. Like they shower you with love and give you gifts and all this stuff, and then when you don't pander to their ego, then they cold shoulder you and right punish you by retracting their love, whatever language. And so anyway, I'm like, that's not what I want to set an example of for the country. So Trump, I do appreciate you for trying to bring freedom of speech back, and I loved hearing that shit about you know what I mean, like 7 years of right, they're not allowed to be in the system if they're trying to suppress free speech, if they're trying to like what's the word I'm thinking of, what anyway, what can I think of it anyway, that's because I'm on camera. The filtering though, right? Just trying to disinformation and whatnot, right? It's just like, who decides what now, right? I mean, when Facebook did it even, and I was going off at Zuck. I'm like, oh, Zuck cannot see now too. Wow, what a surprise. And he's got a cattle farm. What do you know? Zuck is an empathyless monster. Oh crap. Yeah. So I mean, dude, have a little love for all the creatures